Hey guys, here is an unboxing video for the DJI Inspire1. So this is going to be one of those typical unboxing type of videos, but it's going to be more on the regular general consumer type of review slash initial thoughts about the Inspire1. So how did I get my Inspire1 so early? Now, right now is New Year's, yesterday was New Year's Eve, so yesterday I was at my local dealer, Sure RC, they're a DJI dealer, and I was buying some parts here and there, and he so happened received his shipping, or his first DJI Inspire. I believe some of the dealers got their Inspire1 early before some of the other people, and before the first batch was being out there. But I was buying some parts here and there, and we were talking as he was opening up his packaging and he did a few test flights, and we're talking, and he was like, you know what, Tony? How about this? I'll let you borrow mine for a few days because I'll be very busy. And try it out, use it, do what you gotta do, and have fun with it. And when yours come in with the first batch, I'll let you know and we'll swap back again. So very cool. I get to play with this for a few days, and it's right here. You guys can see how happy I am to do this unboxing video for you guys, because I know a lot of people are wondering what's all up inside this casing. So first off, let's start with this DJI hard plastic travel case. DJI does include this with all the Inspires, so you don't have to be on the first batch to get DJI's travel casing, and you don't have to be on a special dealer program or a dealer list to get it. I believe everybody does get this hard plastic type of casing. Now, the case is not hard or crush proof or waterproof like the case that the DJI Ronin comes in, or a Pelican case, but it is hard enough to handle everyday abuse when you're traveling, throwing your other camera gear, your phantom box, phantom case, duffel bags, other equipment. You can actually put it on top of this casing, and it's not going to break, and it's not going to damage the Inspire or the transmitter that's stored inside this casing. So the case is made out of a very hard plastic. It kind of resembles a suitcase when you're traveling in an airplane. One of those bright purple, bright red, bright pink suitcases. It has that same type of material, so very cool. You have this cool carbon fiber type of texture to it. Not really carbon fiber, but it does look kind of like those mini little holes that you'll find in a golf ball. There's little divots and dents in there. Very cool, stylish casing. It's very strong on the sides. I can't really bend the corners, so I know it's going to take a lot of abuse. The casing down here has 4 hard half-circle plastic balls on here to protect it, so when you're putting it down into the ground, it's not going to damage it. Same thing for the back side. The other bottom side of the casing, you also have 4 additional, one in each corner, so when you're putting your case down like so, it's not going to scratch your nice finish on the casing, so it's a very big plus. We got the serial number. All Inspires will have a serial number, so it's not going to be counterfeit or fake copies or anything like that. It's all going to be the official Inspires from DJI, and you also keep track of, which one you have and stuff like that. Over here, on the DJI Inspire1 logo, it's a rubber type of material. It is rubber, not rubber type, I'm sorry. Just too excited right now, guys. Just can't stop talking, but it's a rubber logo on here. Kind of resembles one of those, those all-weather floor mats on a car. Yeah, that type of rubber. So very nice. I mean, the zipper quality on here is very nice. You got 2 zippers on here. We have a little circle here, so you can put a lock through it to protect your investment inside. Now, it's not 100% theft-proof, but it will prevent people from quickly opening it, taking up the transmitter, swapping it with rocks, whatnot. So it's going to protect your investment when you're traveling. So before I open it, let's talk about the handle. So you guys are wondering, alright Tony, what's so special about the handle? Why are you even talking about a handle? A handle is a handle, right? Alright, I was going to keep this as quick as possible. This handle is actually very nice. When you pull it up, you have this little hinge systems here. It bends up, it's very springy, but the best part is the bottom of this handle right here is a very soft rubber material on here, so it's like silicone, whatever it is, but it's very easy to hold. The whole casing with the Inspire, the battery, one battery, and dual controllers weighs about 18 pounds. Just by picking it up, I can walk around this all day long, and that rubber on the bottom of the handle is a big plus. I mean, who would think about that, right? Rubber on the bottom of here, it just makes it very easy on the hand. So let's stop talking about the case and this darn handle. Let's open up the box and show you guys what's inside. So, zipping it up, the zipper feel is very nice quality, guys. It's not one of those, cheap zippers where you pull it off and the zipper falls apart. It actually takes a little bit of force, and it just feels very solid. So, here we go. Boom, opening up. You guys can see Inspire, dual transmitters, accessories. Down here is a compartment to store extra propellers and little stuff here and there. It's always good to have extra compartments to store propellers because accidents happen and we all need propellers every once in a while. You can see back here this little white portion. This is actually what the case is made out of. It's a very hard plastic, kind of ABS, maybe it's like a thermal molded type of plastic, so it's very strong. It's not going to tear easy. So yeah, the foam that surrounds the inside of the casing is made out of a EPS, kind of EPO type of polymer foam. It's not that typical pick and pluck foam, so you know it's not going to tear easy. It's not going to rip, fall apart like some of those cheaper cases, but very nice. It's going to stand, you know, it's going to handle everyday abuse and just last pretty much forever if you take care of your equipment. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let me change the camera angle and show you guys all the stuff, all the goodies that's inside this casing. So I'll be right back, guys. All the stuff is up inside here. We got the dual controller package, we got the gimbal, best of all, the Inspire. So first off, over here in the front, we have a little cubby hole or a little compartment to store manuals. What's also cool about this little compartment is you can actually store, for example, you're on a movie shoot, you know, you're shooting something, you need permits, IDs. You can actually put stuff in here and just have everything inside the casing. So when you get there, you need a permit. Here's my proof of permit. I can shoot, whatnot, but manuals. Make sure you read through the manual, guys, if you guys are actually getting Inspire. It's a lot of new features on Inspire and a lot of new buttons compared to the DJI Phantom controllers. We got all type of buttons, switches, and dials, so you guys may want to read through the manual because I was kind of confused at first. Over here is the case for the gimbal. The gimbal gets its own case, which is very nice. It comes protected inside of this hard plastic with foam liner inside. Here is the gimbal. The gimbal is very similar to the size of the smaller Zenmuse gimbal, the H3 3D. We got the full 360 control for the panning. Now, however, it's not continuous 360, so you can't keep on doing 360 over and over and over, but you will be able to do, you know, a full revolution, give or take a few more degrees afterwards. So it's very nice. You guys can see we're at the front. I can bring it around and you can do what, it's like 400 something degrees. So very nice touch that you can do, you know, that many turns and also get the HD streaming through here. The roll is about 45 to 50 degrees. I may be off a little bit, but you know, always check the DJI website or even go to Sure See. They'll have all the specs, all the features that's listed on there. But you can see with tilt, roll, and the pan. Full 3-axis stabilization with DJI's in-house 4K camera. That it's going to be the new thing. I mean, 4K, it's for something this size, that is awesome. We got heat sinks on top. We got a fan on the back of the camera to keep the whole unit cool because, you know, you're shooting in 4K, it's a lot of power, a lot of heat. You also need a fan and heat sink to keep things cool. We got a little micro USB port back here to, I guess, update the camera hardware, pull stuff out like the images and videos. Over here we have a clear glass on here to cover the nice lens that's inside. The lens actually looks a little bit different than the Phantom Vision Plus. So I mean, it looks a little bit bigger, less distortion, I guess. So that's going to be a big plus for a lot of guys, especially, you know, when you're moving on from a GoPro or even the Vision Plus, moving on to the Inspire with the DJI's in-house 4K camera. Also, DJI does provide an ND filter, which is hiding somewhere inside. I'll find out later, but there is an ND filter that DJI includes. Now, why is that important? I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the ND filter does make stuff that's overexposed more, you know, proper exposure. It just gives you much better footage, and I'm not the best person to talk about that, and I'm pretty sure whoever's buying this, you pros, photographers, videographers, cinematographers, you guys all know what an ND filter does, and it's always good to have an ND filter. And for something like this, when DJI gives you an ND filter that fits their camera, that's a big plus because you no longer have to go out and hunt for a filter that will fit your specific setup. So let me put this back inside the case and, you know, move on to the other goodies up in here. So over here we got a bag of accessories, I guess extra rubber grommets for your gimbal. They will wear out over time, so it's always good to have backups. We have a plastic flathead screw, oh, not plastic, we have a flathead screwdriver with a little handle on here, I guess, to make certain adjustments here and there. I haven't had the chance to play with it too much as You know, my local dealer, Jim, he was flying it at SRC. He was flying it, and he's like, hey, put it back in the box, take it home, play with it. So here I am making the video for you guys. Over here is a neck strap. Now, this is not your standard, typical lanyard type of neck strap to hold this transmitter. Alright, let me start over, guys. This is not the typical neck strap lanyard type of material that you will, find a lot of people using. This is actually a nice quality kind of arm slash shoulder type of sling. You wear this around your arms, kind of like the GoPro vest, and then pretty much when you have your iPad loaded onto or mounted onto the transmitter itself, that's a lot of weight, and you don't want all that weight relying on a lanyard type of neck strap around your neck. By having all the weight supported on your arms and your upper to mid back, it's a lot easier to hold the transmitter. So very nice that DJI even gives you this stuff. Most people wouldn't even give you a lanyard, let alone one of these nice quality of vest type of strap. So, here we go. Here's the ND filter for the gimbal. We got some other accessories. Now, once again, this Inspire has been opened, it has been flown, it has been test flown and taken out already. So this is not exactly how it will come brand new, but you guys can see what all fits inside. We got the dual controllers, we got the Inspire, we got the charger over here, and we have compartments. We have 4 compartments here to fit the battery. So you can actually fit a total of 5 batteries in here to get well over an hour of flight time. You got 1 compartment here for a battery. You have 2, 3, 4, and you can put 1 more inside the Inspire, like so. And now you can have 5 batteries inside your casing. That's awesome, that's awesome. So let me go ahead and take everything out and give you guys a better close-up of all the stuff inside and show you more of the Inspire and the transmitter features and stuff like that. Alright guys, you can see a lot of stuff comes inside the Inspire case. So first off, let's start with some of the accessories on the side. We got a charger here. We got 2 different ports, I believe, to charge the transmitter and also to charge the battery, which is a pretty cool thing. I'm not sure exactly how long it takes to charge a fully depleted battery, but assuming, just say for example, the Phantom series and the DJI Lightbridge stuff with the power supply that they give you, I think it usually takes about an hour to 2 hours to charge a fully drained out battery, which is not too long at all. And this is just pretty much a generic power supply that charges the smart battery and the smart battery that's located inside the transmitter. Let me put this down. We got some more accessories here, I guess more adapters and stuff like that. We got some cables, we got some USB to micro USB right over here. So you can hook it up to your phone, do updates with it, so that's very nice. It actually says DJI on here, so that's very impressive, very nice. We got the gimbal, if you guys saw it earlier, we put this one over here. We got the strap over here. Pretty much the strap, you would wear it like so. This goes towards your back, you wear it like this, you put your arms through it, and this front strap hangs out in the front, supports all the weight. But I'm sitting down, can't really wear it. Manuals, filters, put all of this stuff down, because let's get to the good stuff. So I pretty much only need 1 transmitter, so I'm going to put the other transmitter down. So as you can see, the transmitter right here, the antenna just folds out. You can put it like so, you can bend it, you can twist it, so you can actually change the angles of the transmitter, which is very nice. This part right here flips up, as you can see. Very cool. We got a silver, I'm not sure if this is aluminum finish on top, but it looks like it's brushed aluminum, or it could be a very nice kind of silver plastic, but it feels kind of cool, so I think it is an aluminum finish, which will pretty much act like a heat sink too to keep things nice and cool. As you can see, we got the on and off here. You hit it once, you can see the light. We got an indicator light down here to show the voltage of the battery, if it needs to be charged or if it's drained or if it's fully charged, so you have an idea of to fly or not to fly. And also another good thing about getting the dual operator package is if your first transmitter runs out of batteries, you're out there on an island, no power, take out the other transmitter, bind it, you can go ahead and fly again without having to, oh, I can't fly, I'm out of batteries, whatnot. We got a little home switch here. I guess let's return to home. I'm not exactly sure yet, as this is more of an unboxing video, so I haven't had a chance to actually get more hands-on and flying, but we have a toggle here. I believe I saw in one of the videos that this kind of brings the landing gears up or down when you're putting it back inside the case, which is very cool. We got the gimbals. The gimbal control actually feels very nice and smooth, and if you look at this very closely, most controllers, the sticks will be pretty much straight up vertical. We have a little curve here on this transmitter. The sticks also fits this curvature, so when you're holding it like so, when you're moving up and down, it actually goes with the natural motion of your thumb. So very nice. I mean, something that a lot of people would say, who cares, it's just a regular transmitter, but just seeing this, that they kind of mold into the shape, the angle of the sticks, the way it contours with the hands, it's saying a lot. DJI is improving a lot. I mean, this is awesome. We got a whole bunch of more features back here. We got the FCC number and all that stuff. We have ports back here. We got the light bridge, HDMI. I believe you can even do an HDMI out onto maybe an external monitor if you have one of those, so that's pretty cool. And I'm not sure. I believe you can use this without the iPad, so you can have a HD monitor on here and power it off of there. We have a micro USB port back here. We have a CAN bus, and we also have USB, so you can hook it up to your phone and whatnot. Over here is where you fit your iPad. You hit this. That is pretty cool. Actually, it's pretty cool. Look, it comes up nice and slow, and you can fit your iPad mini. I believe DJI recommends the iPads with the A7 chip on there, because if you have the first generation iPad minis, I believe it's not going to be too great, because the first one doesn't have the A7 chip, so it's going to be a little bit slow and lag. But you can see, once you close that, your iPad's not going to go anywhere. I mean, you just clamp it down and it's on there. Not going to fall. So, very cool. Now, if you don't have an iPad, you have a tablet, different tablet, or you have a smaller phone. For example, I have an Android phone. But if you have, for example, like the iPhone 6 Plus with the big screen, you just got to flip out these little arms here. That flips down like so, because, for example, you put it up, right, when you put your phone on here and you're closing down, your phone doesn't really fit inside this casing. So you will have to pop these little side guide arms out here, pop this back up, put your phone inside, and now your phone is locked. So you don't have to lug around a really big iPad. You can just use your smartphone or a smaller tablet, like my Note 3 right here. So you can see it all fits up on there. Oh, make sure it's pressed down. There we go, nice and tight, so your phone doesn't fall off. So let me go ahead and take off my phone, because I'm using my phone to record this video right now. I got my GH4 over here, as you guys are seeing. But yeah, we got this little dial here to control the tilt, the up and down, if you're doing single operator. We have a record button. We have a switch here for GPS, attitude mode and stuff. It's P, A, and F. Probably fail-safe. I'm not exactly sure what all these switches do, because you guys remember, I just said I haven't had too much time to play around with this. We got another dial here, so you can select, I guess, different options, change settings. We got a thing with a play symbol on here and another button, and just some more buttons back here, I guess, to change the different modes of the gimbal and stuff like that. Very nice. I mean, that's why earlier I mentioned read through the manual, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on with this transmitter, and it's just so high tech. I just can't handle all of this stuff right now. This is just something that, we've all been flying aerial setups for a long time, and this is a lot of stuff to remember. We got the self-tightening props. So now the good stuff, the Inspire, as you guys can see here. So the self-tightening props, I'm not exactly sure. There's no indicator on here like the Phantom series. So you have indicator, counter, and counterclockwise. You just got to remember which prop goes on here. But they're self-tightening, so you can't put the wrong prop onto the wrong motor. So you don't have to worry about, oh, prop's on wrong. If you can't tighten it down, hey, wrong prop. So you can see this one fits in, tighten it down, that's all you need. It'll probably take you a total of like 10-15 seconds to put on all 4 props, so that's very nice. For this video, I'll leave these props off, because when I power on, I don't want this thing to take off on me and cut off my face or anything like that. But the prop is a 1345, so it's a 13-inch prop with a 45 pitch on here. It's actually pretty stiff. It's believe it's fiber filled, so it's like it's like a plastic with fiber filled on here, composite, so it's nice and strong. Still rigid, but not super expensive like carbon fiber props. But you know, just like the Phantoms, they're plastic. They work great. You can see we got a wide paddle pitch on here. So yeah, enough about that. Oh, talking of the devil, there's color coded, so you don't have to worry what prop goes on where. Oh, where's the symbol? Black with black, silver with silver. So this is the whole joy of doing an unboxing video, because there's so many things that it's available on here, and just like, oh man, just so much stuff. So put this aside for now. Alright, so we got the power in here. Once again, just like DJI Smart Battery, you tap it once to see the voltage, tap and hold down to power on. As you can see there, that's powered on. And I'm going to just leave it the way it is. Let me power off real quick. Press and hold down the power off. Oh. Press. Oh, it is powered off. Just takes a little bit longer to, you know, boot off and turn off. But you can see Inspire. It's actually not that big of a unit. It's a little bit bigger than a Phantom. It has much larger motors. It looks very similar to the DJI, the E600 motors, but it's a little bit taller. So I believe taller, more power, more torque, more lift. Awesome. You can see there, motor feels nice and smooth. It just very nice quality in the motors. You guys can't see it up close, but just by looking inside, all the coils inside, none of them overlap itself, so that is awesome. So we've got the legs down here. On the side here, we have heat sinks on the bottom to keep the ESC that's located inside nice and cool. We got some lights on here so you can know exactly the color, the orientation, stuff like that. Now, one thing I did notice when I was at the shop was these legs are kind of spring-loaded. Now, it is a piece of plastic right here, so they will bend, but you have this little sleeve here. So for those people, you're landing, not so smooth landings, it's not going to break. It just absorbs the impact a little bit, and you can see I can bend it, and this actually moves a little bit, so I think there's a spring inside. That's a big plus, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't even know about that. I didn't know about that until I was like, oh, that is cool. So yeah, now you can see we've got one arm on here, part of the folding and transforming part of the Inspire. We got a single carbon fiber tubing on here that handles all of that. We have a bottom strut bar that actually kind of pivots it. So, you know, without the strut bar, the arms would just move. By having the strut bar with the hinge system on there, when the arms are transforming up, it just keeps the motors and the props at the same exact angle, so it's not going to come, you know, flopping up like so, like set up without the strut bar on the bottom. So if you guys think about it, it's like a car suspension. You need a strut tower or a camber adjustment. Without this, the tires are just kind of like that. So very, very nice. So this is all part of the folding and transforming mechanism. I don't see any bearings on there. It looks like there's a piece of plastic on here, so I'm not sure if it's a bearing or a bushing, but just by feeling it, there's really no slop on here like I thought it would. You know, I was like, there's so many moving stuff on the Inspire. I was afraid just watching all the videos and, you know, about seeing it in person. I was like kind of skeptical at first. There's just so much stuff to go on, so many moving parts. Stuff may not be too rigid, but just by folding it like so, it's actually pretty stiff. Not much stuff to move and flex. I mean, this doesn't flex at all, so that's a very nice unit here. We got here, like so. Not much stuff to flex, so I'm very impressed, and DJI just pretty much blew my expectations with the Inspire. So a lot of new features. We got the smart battery that snaps in. If you look at the front, we got these little chrome little nipples here. It looks kind of like very futuristic, like it's about to shoot missiles at you, but unfortunately it doesn't shoot missiles, not yet. Maybe the new model next year maybe may shoot some missiles or lasers coming out, but I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, we got the folding system on here. We got the spiral gears that when it's going up and down, it transforms. That's very nice. You can see over here, we got this long silver screw inside. That's actually the part that spins, that brings this arm up and down when you're going. We got a lock here for the gimbal. We got the optical sensor on the bottom here. This is what keeps your, Phantom, or not the Phantom, sorry, the Inspire hovering nice and level. For example, you're inside with no GPS. The ultrasonic sensor down here, and the optical camera sensor, keeps it nice and level in its one position. Big plus. What's next? Alright, also, we got the 4 rubber dampeners that holds this tray. The dampening is supported by 2 in the front and 2 more in the rear section over here. So it's very well supported. It's a little bit soft, but just from seeing the test flight that SureC was doing for me, it seemed rock solid, and I didn't really see any bouncing like any of the prototype or promo video. So I believe DJI addressed a lot of issues that everybody was concerning about. Was, does the gimbal and the camera still move around a lot? I didn't see any of that when the arms were being retracked up and down, so big plus. Oh, we got a wire mesh over here, I guess, to hide the wires. This makes everything look very professional, very high-end grade with the wire mesh to protect the wires and stuff like that. Alright, so let me go ahead and power on the Inspire. Press, hold down, and go ahead. Also, you always want to turn on your transmitter first, but since I don't have the props on here, I'm not going to worry about the thing just going off on me. So let's have the thing transform up. I believe you cycle this little toggle switch over here about 4 times, so like so. Now we're transformed up. That's very nice. To bring it back down, I'm not exactly too sure, but let me bring it back down to its storage mode. So when you're ready, after you flight, after you remove the gimbal, you just cycle the switch again 4 times, 4 or 5 times, whatever. Put it back up, and you can see it goes down, 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 and it doesn't even hit the ground. So because you have the ultrasonic sensors and the optical camera sensor down here, it's just very, very cool. So let me put it back up again, and we find the gimbal so you guys can get a better visual of how the gimbal looks. Now this unboxing video is turning to be very long. It's no longer short, but that's the beauty. You guys want to see what you're getting, so this is very, very nice. So power off. Before you connect anything, it's always good to power off the unit before you connect, just because you don't want to short out anything like that. To save battery, power off the transmitter. We have a protective cover down here. You have to put into the unlock mode first, like so, to remove the cover that protects the the pins inside. Same thing here. I believe this just pops off. So when you're installing this, we have a line here on the gimbal side. We have a line. You just want to match up that line down here, pop it in place, and you lock this little fancy little ring down here, and look, the gimbal is on here. That is awesome. Wow. So you guys can see, if you shake it a little bit, the gimbal does bounce, but when you're normal flying it, it was just rock solid. So don't let this little bounciness fool you. When you're actually flying it, the thing is really nice and stable. The footage just looks fantastic, which you guys will see in the next set of videos that I'll be posting up very soon. So let me go ahead, power it back on, show you guys the initialization, showing you the gimbal powering on. There we go. You can see it spins around, does this little gimbal dance, boom, 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 and it is, boom, back in the front. Very nice. You guys can see we got the follow mode right here. So when you're using it, the gimbal follows. You can see here. That's cool. So the little dial over here will control the up and down. So it is proportionate control. So if you just move it very slow, you can see the camera can go either slow, even slower, or fast. So you can just do what you got to do, like so. Now, for some people, this may take a little bit of getting used to, as there's a lot of stuff going on, but you can see, boom, 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 boom. Ah, that's awesome! And we have different modes here. I'm not exactly sure what this little thing does, but unboxing videos, I can't go into too much detail without knowing a lot of stuff about reading the manual. But there we go. You can power on, you can power, you can place up back on the app with this, so very, very neat. I still have to download the app onto my phone or iPad, and unfortunately, My iPad mini is the first generation, so it's not the second one with the A7 chip on there. So it's not going to be too compatible with the new Inspire, as DJI does recommend to get the iPhone or iPad with the A7 chip to take full advantage of the whole HD streaming and hardware and some of the special features with Inspire. So that's pretty much it. That was my not so quick anymore. It's going to be, believe a like 20-something minute long unboxing video, which is very long. I'm pretty sure you guys are bored now. So hope you guys enjoyed this semi-quick long unboxing video. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. And for more information on Inspire or where to get one, be sure to check out DJI.com and also SureRC.com. Big thanks to Jim over there for loaning me his Inspire to try out. And I'm talking way too much. I'm getting tired now. I'm gonna go charge this stuff, read the manual, and get some flying in and make some more videos for you guys. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.